Sunday is sort of up in the air yet. He who in London has contacted me about that. We need to hear from you. And then I do have the information about Coleraine. I think it's Coleraine. I don't have it in front of me right here, but the town outside of Belfast, where I'll be on the 17th, I believe, or 16th of May. I'll get that up there as well. So, debates, lots of speaking, lots of traveling, lots of lecturing, 2 weeks overseas. So your prayers for that would be much appreciated. In fact, what I want to do before I head out there is I want to do a program where we get a little bit more specific about each of those things and ask for your prayers for that. And then, of course, just a reminder, September, not 7/11, but 9/11, September 11th of this year, we will be going on our cruise, and it's directly relevant to what we were talking about today. You may recall the title, Apologetics in the Sight of God. And the focus is going to be upon the fact that the reason we defend the faith is not because it's fun to do. We have a long history of having emphasized the fact that theology is what gives rise to our apologetic. That if your theology is not directly the source of your apologetic, it's a bad thing. If they exist as two separate, completely separate things, that's a bad thing. One should flow from the other. And as a result, if we believe in the doctrines of grace, if we believe that we couldn't even embrace the things we do outside of God's grace, what does that mean when you do apologetics? Why does that actually close doors to certain approaches? Why does that make pragmatism something that should not be the standard of our success when it comes to apologetics? And so we're going to be, there are few more beautiful places in the world, honestly, than the Inside Passage and the coast of Alaska. But that's where we're going to be. And that's going to, look, if you've never been there before, I don't even know how to describe it. I mean, all the video and pictures in the world can't begin to explain what Alaska is all about. And if you look at the pricing and stuff, it's going to be pretty hard to beat. We're just plain old folks. We don't do the super duper expensive type thing. And that's just not the kind of people that generally watch this program or listen to this program in the first place. So that's coming up in September. It's going to be a great time. Check out the link on the webpage for that as well. Obviously, the earlier you sign up, the better. And really looking forward to that time that we'll have then. So those are the major things coming up. Was there anything else I needed to mention there?
No, I think that nails it down. We just need to make sure we got the two items. And I will be including what information we have this afternoon when I post the stuff about this weekend on the South Africa trip. Like you said, we're hoping to hear from the folks in London and Belfast to get finalizations nailed down there, and I'll then, shoehorn those in to that same post so that folks will know what your schedule is. And
Sounds
yes,
good.
as you said, don't forget to click the link. Look for the banner ad on the cruise on the main page of the website. If you're teeter-tottering on it, you're not sure, click in and find out more information and see what your schedule might actually fit.
Sounds good. Oh, one other thing. Every few years I have to clean my office. And I don't know where I found this. I don't know what I was looking through.
Is that the maze of Mormonism?
That's the Maze of
Oh, my
Mormonism.
word. Wow. Throwback.
Now, you'll even see
You
it
shouldn't have-
has. See the sticker on it.
Yeah.
I was really into those multicolored
Yeah.
rainbow stickers in high school.
You shouldn't have put that out today. It should have been Throwback Thursday. You should have done it on Thursday. Anyway,
This was the first book I read on Mormonism. This was the first book I read on Mormonism. Now, God bless him, Walter Martin did a lot of great things, but this wasn't the best book on Mormonism. It wasn't the best first book to read. Remember, okay, here's a test for you. What was the name of the guy that Martin quotes in here that launched the career of Brown over in Mesa in attacking Martin on the issue of the Book of Abraham and Egyptology? Remember? Martin quotes from a guy in here that wasn't all that. Turned out to be somewhat of a fraud.
Derek Evenson?
Who?
Derek Evenson?
No. DJ Nelson.
Oh, yes.
Remember DJ Nelson?
Yes, of course.
DJ Nelson. And so I had not seen this thing for ages. And it was interesting to go back. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff in it, obviously. But over the years, I learned, well, pretty quickly, I learned to check your sources. And in fact, it was because of books like this that I ended up spending so much time at the LDS bookstore. Buying, well, it was reading books like this, I kept seeing references, for example, to the Journal of Discourses. And so I'll never forget, and I've told the story before, I know Algo could tell the story for y'all, but I'll never forget the day after class at Grand Canyon College. I was on a motorcycle, and I went by the LDS bookstore, which used to be at 35th Avenue in Northern. It's not there anymore. That's so, you know where it is now. I think that one moved out. The last I knew, it was at Greenway and 59th. It may have even moved far. But isn't it interesting how everything
pushes north
here in the valley? Anyway, I walk in, and I ask Mary. Her name was Mary. Real nice lady. I've been buying books there. I bought the Teachings of the Prophet Joseph Smith and A Marvelous Work and a Wonder. You know what's weird? I remember right where they were on the shelves in that store.
I don't think
Isn't memory strange?
I don't think the point is that is weird.